Hello to everyone. How are you doing? This is Joanna. You're not going to be able to see me this time because I've got the same setup where I've got my camera pointed towards the mirror. The back of the camera is to me. I went out to the grocery store today and let me tell you, I was in for a rude awakening, somewhat. Um, the toilet paper thing was true as I showed on Instagram. We had none except for like one generic pack. And I'm going to tell y'all, even though we have what we have going on, I am such a brand snob that it's like I'm not in reality. I didn't have any Charmin available to me in the store, so I didn't go get none. It's raining here really, really bad, so I didn't go out on Burkhart. In fact, I ordered the Too Faced Born This Way palette from Macy's, and then I also ordered the let me see. Yeah, did I say that right? Too Faced Born This Way palette from Macy's, and then I ordered the Urban Decay Wired palette and the Galaxy Beauty Blender from Ulta. I was going to go out there today because they're open today, but they will close at 6 and they will stay closed until a certain date. I don't know if they said the end of this month or April, but I'm going to share with you what I got. One of the first things that I got, and at least you'll be able to see this clearly from the back of the camera, I love this water. So many of the things I thought I was going to find, like meat, they didn't have. Other things they did have. They had an abundance of fresh fruits and vegetables. They had an abundance of snacks, which you will see. They even had my Pringles, and I just knew there'd be no Pringles and Cherry Coke, and there was. And y'all know, if Pringles and Cherry Coke was there, it was definitely going to be here. But I love this water. Now, when I hauled this water for you guys, it was $2.89. Do you know that today it is $4.99? Our local Schnucks are ripoff kings. Not too bad. A lot of things were reasonable, but even the generic toilet paper, like many of you have said, the one that they had left, they wanted $12 for that. My name brand 9-roll Charmin regular price is $13.88, and I always catch it for $7.99. And that and Great Northern were like the number one brands, and I think Scott, but I have always preferred Charmin. So I'm not in need of the TP right now, but if I am, just like with my eggs, I'm going to have to choose what I can get. I don't do brown eggs at all. They had store-bought eggs. Bougie me was still looking for my Eggland Best eggs, and I only went to that store because it's raining here so bad. But this water was water that I told you that one of our nurses at work had it, and because it said alkaline, I thought it was going to have a certain taste. It didn't. It's regular water, but it really does taste good, and it is worth the $2.89. So I'm hoping when this is over, they take it back down. $3 might even be good, but I really do like this water. Now, I am not one to hoard water, but I do think that what they should have announced when they were making their announcements, was to tell people not to panic buy. Because the thing of it is, part of it is very serious. I understand that. And if you are by yourself or just a couple of people in your family, for example, it's me and my 2 kids, but they are adults. Let's say all 3 of us were here in the house and I wanted to go out and buy my Charmin. I would buy the 1 9-pack, but then I would turn around and get an extra pack. I wouldn't buy 4 and 5. I would get another one because if you're going to be quarantined, it's going to be for 14 days. And I'm talking for those of us that make it through because I do realize that certain ones are going to have a harder time than others. But I did not panic shop. I did buy a few things, but I think if we all just look at it like that, just buy a little bit extra. But y'all know how I said I need a common sense coach? I still don't think I bought any food. I did a little bit better, but I got a long way to go and I still need a whipping. So the first thing that I purchased was this. And I'm not going to be pulling this stuff out in any order. I'm just going to show it to you. Because these little flimsy bags that they give us are horrible. And I'll probably pause as I'm putting a few things up. So, of course, you know I got my Pringles. They had plenty, and I only got 2. My intent was to make me some scrambled eggs with my onion and red and green bell pepper. Now that I say that out loud, I forgot to look for an onion. But I went ahead and got this because I also got another one of them little TV dinners that I told you that I like to add. Because sometimes I get them little dinners and I add things to them. But this was all that they had. Like, they had some generic. They had some store brand. They had Kraft. There was another Kraft that's like this. It's a blend, but it's not Mexican. And I forget what it is. But my cheese, my shredded cheese of choice is Sargento. Mild cheddar. And do you know the only meat they had? They had like no ribeye, no pork chops, but they had plenty of ribs. $13 pack ribs, the kind of ribs that I buy when I'm cooking my July 4th food. And I can't have my ribs without potato salad and macaroni and cheese. I almost bought a pack of them ribs to freeze them, and I will go back out later, probably next week. And if they still have some, I will. But I'm really hoping things will be restocked because I think with me waiting as late as I did to go out, I kind of did not hit the, kind of stuff that you guys did in the beginning because I'm getting there during some of the restock, but there was no toilet paper. And I got these little diced tomatoes with onions. I'm sorry, potatoes. Diced potatoes with onions. These were only like $4 while everything else was sky high. And then, of course, my infamous cherry Coke, and I did not buy several. I just went ahead and bought one. Now, had I had a ride, I probably would have gotten two. But the other thing that I think, if something is on sale like 3 for a certain price, then they need to make people just get one. Because I can understand how people would panic buy, but at the same time, that's what's causing a problem. Now, what our store also did here, I don't like that the service desk was closed. I had to go to the post office to get my quarters. And if I got a story for you on that one. And then also they were letting the seniors and the immunosuppressed people in the store the first hour, which I think is a fantastic idea. Target is doing that too. So I got these right here because I felt like I wanted some pimento dip. So I get in this store and the first thing I'm picking up, guys, is snacks. And these are the Veggie Ritz toasted chips. And I used to buy these a lot when my kids were at home as their snack for various things. And then, of course, I got a green bell pepper. The red one is here somewhere. And my favorite fish that I showed on Instagram, which I'm going to have to put in the refrigerator because this is already thawed out when you buy it. So they don't recommend you freeze it. They recommend that you purchase the already frozen kind if you're going to freeze it. They recommend you cook this right away. This is the Mediterranean salmon, and these are $5 a piece. There's 2 pieces in here, but they are so delicious. They've got their own topping, and I'm surprised they still make this. I was buying this when my son was 7, and y'all heard me say he's going to be 21. I would make this, and I just poured a little olive oil on top, baked it in the oven for 30 minutes. I made those man's vegetables in the microwave for 5 minutes, and then I did a Knorr vegetable rice. And oh my goodness, it was like I spent hours on this meal because people thought I did the fish myself, and I didn't. It already comes like it is. So if you want to see what it looks like, see my picture on Instagram. And I did get some rice to go with that, which we will probably come to. And here's my dishwashing liquid that is leaking. I was worried that it would be. But guys, I didn't need this. I picked it up because it smells so good. It smells like the pastel-y green that it is. It smells like something from my childhood. So what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to pause this. I'm going to have to get down in here. See where my finger's going. So, as I said, I got 2 cans of Pringles. And I got these chips. And the thing of it was, they had plenty of good lunch meat, too. They didn't have everything, but they had plenty. They didn't have, like, the chicken one, but they did have this one lunch meat that was tomato and basil flavored, and I love stuff like that. I am someone that loves various cold cuts and lunch meats because I was told when I was 15 that I could make gourmet sandwiches before they became a thing because I would lay the meat out on the bread, and I would do the shredded cheese, and I would add the salad dressing and all that, and it tasted good. And people used to say that, but now we have sandwich shops like that all over. But I got these classic smoking sweet chips. And then this is the rice that's going to go with my fish. This is garden vegetable. It's not the Knorr one. I don't think they make that anymore. I think it's Knorr, Knorr, something like that. And this is one that you make the pouch in the microwave, so this is nice. This will be a quick, nice lunch. And then the next thing I found a new channel, Mrs. Sharon. What's the rest of her channel? Mrs. Sharon, something she's fabulous. And she showed some wraps. So I'm in the store, guys, and I'm looking at these, and I'm like, sun-dried tomato and basil. I think I want some of those. Then I say to myself, good thing nobody was over there, I say to myself, but what the crap am I going to put in them? I'll figure it out later. Who cares? As long as I go back out and get something like that carving board chicken that they have, but we didn't have any in the store today, I will find something good to put in here. I just couldn't leave these there, and they were just $2 and something. And then the next thing that I have here finally is my red bell pepper. I don't have any onion. What will I do? I need that onion for my eggs. Those are the eggs that I used to make at Christmas time. Scrambled eggs with onion, red, and green bell pepper. And I don't know why I only limited it to them, because I found out that my son liked them. And I keep getting white stuff all over me. Then I saw these. Do I need these? I saw these first. Easter egg Oreos. And it says 5 egg-shaped designs. And evidently, I was hungry when I was in the store. Then I saw Trolls Oreos. I don't need these either. And I think they are vanilla cream. But the vanilla cream is colored. And it says, now that I'm looking at it, green colored cream with glitter and popping candy. And I know that I hate popping candy. I hated Pop Rocks as a kid. I hated the way they felt. But my kids loved them. But I'm going to eat these first because I really don't like Pop Rocks. Some cookies that they had before, was it the popcorn one? Something did have Pop Rocks in it, and I didn't like them. But I should have read the package before I picked them up, huh? That's what I get. Then, the next things that I got, let's see here. They had no bread. They had an unnamed bread that I didn't know anything of, but go figure, they had plenty of croissants and Kaiser rolls when they didn't have what I wanted to go in them. So for the breakfast choice, I picked up sausages, the eggs that I plan on making without my onion. I went ahead and got these cinnamon and raisin. Why am I being still? Anyway, I went ahead and got these cinnamon and raisin. What are these called? Nooks and crannies. English muffins is what I'm trying to say. And then I got this steak, which I thought I was going to make today. This is a top round steak, and I wanted ribeye because y'all heard me say I'm a brand snob. I want my ribeye. This is just one of the extra empty bags. And then I went ahead and got the Schnucks eggs. Hope I didn't break them. When the only eggs I really like is Eggland's Best. Y'all heard me make that comment before about if somebody did something and I put eggs at their door, they know they were mine. But let me tell you really quickly about my antics at the post office. This morning, I was running low on my little quarters. I had 3. That's enough for me to catch the bus out to Lawndale, go to the ATM, get some money. I had packages I needed to mail off, and I wanted to go to the store. Everything's right there. Okay. I get on the bus. I've got the weight of an extra bag, this little black duffel bag of mine that has my stuff that I'm mailing off. It had everything except for what I purchased at the grocery store. I get in the post office, I'm looking at boxes, and I'm the second person back in the line after about 6 or 7 people, and I realize I don't have my purse. I about panic. I have no money on me at all but $1. $1. So I'm standing there and I'm like, oh my God. So I'm trying to set up Samsung Pay on my phone, and I'm also trying to set up whatever the other pay is, because I don't use those things. They're on my phone now, and because of that, I have to do something with a fingerprint, and I have to do something with a pen, which I'm going to try to get those off of there because I didn't need them. I went in the post office and asked the lady if they used PayPal, Pay, or whatever it was that I had. It wasn't Samsung Pay. She said, well, no, we do Samsung Pay. And I said, oh my God, I'm stranded. I said, I've got $1. I came out, I left my purse at home, and I actually have no money. I didn't even have my checkbook to go down to Schnucks and write a check for cash over, because I can write up to $200 over. I had nothing. She says, well, I can loan you 50 cents. And I said, oh my God, thank you. I said, I didn't think you could do that. But she knows me. Here's the thing. The same way they know me in Bath and Body Works, the post office knows me, Schnucks knows me, okay? So she lends me the money. I come home, I get my stuff, I go back. So I get my first package mailed off. I have to go to the store for the second package because I have things to buy for the person I'm getting them for. So then I lose my bank card. Like, I don't even know how I lost it. I was back there by the fish looking at it, and just so happens Teresa, the manager, was getting money from the cash register where I was at. And I seen this bank card, and I remembered how many other times I done lost this card unknowingly, like in the cab. And I said, "Oh my God, Teresa, please tell me that's not my card." She looks at it. She ain't even got to say my name. She says, "Here you go." What is happening to me today? But it's all been fun. It has not been bad, and it could have been worse. So I'm going to pause again and put this stuff up, and we're going to come back, and I hope my camera don't run out. Now we're down to the things that I had to hoard in my duffel bag, which was, I went ahead and got some stamps and some envelopes, but because it was raining, I had to use one of the stamps. Because it was raining, that rain messed with my envelopes, and I hate that. So I'm going to spread these out. I think I got 5, maybe. Yeah, I got 5. So I'm just going to spread these out on the table so that they can air dry. And we're down to the items that are in my duffel bag. And let's see what we got here. Most of the stuff I got that wasn't on sale ended up being like $5 stuff. So I had to get this. I haven't got these in a long time. And this is wet. So I'm going to set this down here on the floor. But I love these. I usually have these at home with something, or I take them with me to work. And I love all flavors of those. But those are kind of damp. And the next thing that I got, let's see, because I'm kind of surprised at what I did get. I got this, and I don't know if this is good pimento cheese or not. I'm usually pretty picky about pimento cheese, but I was copycatting off one of the nurses at work that had some, but I did see where this looks like I like for it to look, except for I kind of like the one that's a little bit more finely done where you can see the pimento, but you cannot see, like that looks like it has shredded cheese in there. I like the other kind, the kind of lumpy cottage cheese looking kind, but beggars can't be choosy. It was right there just as I thought about it, so I figured I'd get it. I got these Belvita again because y'all know I like these. And then I got pork sausage. These are the same as the patties, only these are the, are these links? And then maple sausage, because they had that there. So this stuff was reasonable, but the maple bacon was all gone, and the center cut bacon was $8.99. Bacon used to didn't be that high. When center cut bacon first came out, my daughter was young and I was about 23, and that bacon was $3.99 a pack. Then at holiday time it was $5.99. So now it's $8.99 on a regular basis. I went ahead and got these. Don't know if I like these. My daughter and my son are the Hot Pocket era, but these were actually out when I was a teen. But I went ahead and got them. And then this is that same little chicken dinner. I really did like this, but I wanted cheese in it. So I'm going to sprinkle some of that cheese I purchased in this. Let's see where I'm going to put this at. I'm looking at my counter on my phone because I never know. And I think, well, I thought we were done. Let's see here. They did have whole milk, so that I was surprised about. I know I don't hardly whole milk on here, but I do prefer, and cook with whole milk, and usually this is what they're out of. Anytime I'm looking for milk, they are out of my whole milk, and I get really upset. So today they had plenty of it. This right here, these were both like $5.99, and I did not need these, but I went ahead and I wanted to try this Tazo Awake. They had a bottle of Zen too, but I get the Zen in hot form, so I didn't really want it in cold because I could make it. But I went ahead and I want to try this. So I hope it's like a natural sweetness like that Gold Peak tea that I like. Even if it's not, I'm going to drink it anyway, but I couldn't leave this there. And of course, they had this, and I had to get it. My white chocolate mocha. So of these creamers, this one is my favorite one. This is going to be a staple, just like most of the Coffee Mate creamers that I get. And then let's see here. I don't know how much stuff I stuck in here. I got steak sauce because of that meat that I got. I cannot get any form of a steak and not have steak sauce. And sometimes I put it on my grilled pork chops. And then I needed sugar, and this just so happened to have been sitting out. So I went ahead and got this. And let me see what this is real quick, because the two ladies that I am mailing a package to, I need to send them their tracking numbers because I said that I would do that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in here. When I came home, I just threw my billfold in my bag. I still cannot believe I did that, but miracle of miracles, because she did that to me, guys, I have to make certain that I pay that forward. If anybody ever gets on the bus and needs any bus fare, I need to go on my purse and give it to them. This is the last thing that I got, and this is because I was hungry and wanted to eat these on the bus. And can you believe a man got on the bus and started blowing on me? I mean, literally blowing, and I was getting mad. I put on a mask. I don't care if he got offended or not, because he's sitting a seat over from me and kept going, I'm like, what was that about? And then I found out today that somebody from Henderson went into our post office here that should not have been in there and should not have been away from Henderson, if y'all know what I mean. And pretty soon it's going to be to where people can't travel at all. But he had no reason to come over here. And they said that he may have made some people sick. I don't know. I hope not. But anyway, that was it. My antics for the day, my haul for the day. I bought a few normal groceries, but probably way less than still. So until the next time, everyone have a great day.